Hey boys and girls, if you were here at school, it would be Fun Friday, yay! But I still miss you, and so I'm hoping you're having fun at home. So today is Friday, so we're gonna count on our calendars and see what day it is, and we're also gonna do a new letter. Normally we don't do that on Fridays, but we are this time, okay? So help me count the calendar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I'm going to put up 17, and today is April the 17th, and if you look up on the calendar, it is Friday. So let's go over here and sing our song, and remember on Friday we do the Friday dance, okay? Mr. Kirk is recording, you can't see him, but I'm going to show him our Friday dance, and I hope he doesn't laugh. Are you ready? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Have a seat and get out your alligator hands. We're still in April, so only clap on April and then stop. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, and August. September, October, November, December. We haven't done them funny in a while, so let's do our months funny. So I'm going to say it, and then you better say it. I can't hear you, but you better say it. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. I hope you said them. You're getting so good at the months of the year. Now, like I said, today we're going to learn a new letter. Most of you know this letter, but we're still going to talk about it and talk about the sound that it makes. And it's the letter X. Let me see if I can find a black, because we're going to do something with black paper today. An X looks like a slide going this way. Then it's a slide going that way, and they cross each other. The baby X looks just like the mama X, except it's smaller. Now, if you were here, I always say, show me your L's, show me your O's. What sound does M make? What sound does H make? Show me your timeout T's. And we do all those things. And then I say, we learned V, where I said you do this, and then W. Well, for X, if you were here and I would say, going down the hall, show me your X's, you would do like this. That makes an X with your hands, okay? Like Power Rangers. So show me an X. That is this letter. Now, I'm going to tell you, X doesn't start a lot of words. It's not at the beginning of a lot of words. It's kind of a different letter. It has a couple of different sounds, and it's not really at the beginning, but it's still kind of a fun letter, and we've got to learn it, okay? So it makes a k-s sound, and you put it together. K-s, k-s. So it makes a k-s. Now, this is an X-ray. It said it so. This is an X-ray of a fox. The end of fox has an X. Fox. So this is an X-ray of a fox. So say X, and you know if we were in here, you'd have to, everybody would say it once, it'll be 10 times, so say it 10 times. X, 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 X. Okay, X. Now I'm going to mix it in with our letters. I'm not going to give you a lot of hints, because this is Friday, and we've done this a couple of times. So think. If you don't know it, pause the screen, ask for help, or try to think of our hints, okay? This is our 24th letter, okay? So that's a lot of letters, and you're doing so good, but really try. Okay, here we go. Remember, I'm not going to give you hints. I want you to try to do them. When we get to the new one, I'll give you a hint, but I bet you're going to know it. X. You know that one. so much more fun when you're here and I can hear you say them. I get so excited when you learn these letters. We're almost done. That's the one we just learned this week, the first of this week, W, okay? Another way to make W is like that too. You can just hold up 3 fingers. All right, now we're gonna go over to our blue thing, our blue board. If you were here, I would say turn your bodies this way. And the first thing we're gonna do is add to our song. Okay, so this was face. I'm nearly through, see my happy face. Wagon. And this is box. So we're gonna go and I just want you to make a box. Okay, if you were here, I had saved a big box at my house. You can ask Mr. Kirk for y'all to play in and write on, and if we come back at some time, I'll bring it anyway, whether we're on X or not. But box ends with that X sound. So put your fist up and let's do our song. Ready? And when we get to about U, we're gonna slow down because those are new letters, okay? Apple, ball. Cat and doll, egg and fan, goat and hand, Indian jam, king and lamb, man and nickel, ox and pickle, queen and rail, sun and tail, umbrella, vase. I'm nearly through, see my happy face. Wagon, box. And then we got ... because we have 2 more letters to learn and we'll finish our song. Now also while we're over here, remember I told you X is kind of a funny word. It just has different sounds. So I'm going to put words up here and we're just going to have to know it makes different sounds. And it's not at the beginning of a lot of words. Here's one where it is at the beginning, X-ray. And that's when a doctor or a nurse takes a picture of the inside of your body. If we were here at school, I'd have some x-rays and show you. And they can see like the bones in your hands, your arm, your legs, your ribs, or your brain. That way if you ever got hurt, they could see if you ever broke anything. So x-ray. I'm going to put it by itself because none of the rest of these start with an X. The X is just in the word. Here's an axe. Like you chop wood. See the X is at the end. Here's a fox. And we also know box. Those all end with an X. And then these are 2 words that have X in the middle of them. If you were here, we'd walk around and count the exit signs. Remember when we go down to recess, sometimes we stop at the exit sign. And then here's one where the kids are doing exercise. The X is in the middle of the word. So sometimes X is just a different word, but it's kind of a fun word. Now let's pretend you're here and we come back to circle time. And at this point, I would say get out your journals and get out your X books. So if you don't have those yet, get them out of your packet. Get your journal and your X book. Okay? And in your journal, be sure you're on a blank piece of paper. So if you're not, be careful, try not to turn too many pages. Turn it, get a blank piece of paper where nothing's written on it. And I want you to make a mama X and a baby X. Remember, it looks like a slide, like on the playground. A slide goes this way and then a slide goes this way. So make a mama X and a baby X. And then sometimes X is kind of hard because the lines slant, but try. When you get through with that, get out your X book. And if you were here, I would tell you to put your name on the X-ray page. The X book is a little different too, okay? So we're gonna go over it a couple of times because it's different than all the other books we've read, okay? So get out your X book and let's read through the book, okay? X is for X-ray. Open your book. And I know sometimes it's sticky when we first open it. So go ahead and I'll wait a second. X marks the spot. See, we've never read that before. X is for kisses. I have a lot. So spot and lot rhyme. Now let me explain this. You think X is for kisses. If you look in the word, there's no X's. But used to, when people would write letters, like Mr. Kirk used to write me letters, because we didn't have phones to text. It cost money to call. So we would write letters to each other. Well, sometimes instead of writing love Miss TaTa or I love you, Miss TaTa, sometimes they would write XO, XO, and that means hugs and kisses. So instead of writing the words, if they put that in the letter, it just meant kisses and hugs. So in here in our book, let's read it again. That's what it's talking about. X is for X-ray. Open your book. X marks the spot like a treasure map. X is for kisses. I have a lot. See, the bear had got a lot of kisses there on his face. Okay? So, if you're at home and you've done that, put that aside. And if you were here, I would say lay on your tummies or sit on your bottoms. And I'm going to read a book called The Alphabet Mystery. Okay? And this is a story about an X, and it's pretend because the letters don't come to life. But it's also going to talk about this XO thing that I just told you about. Okay? So let's see what happens. Alphabet Mystery. And if you see the X, it's right here. Okay? It's going to go through all the ABCs. Every night, the little letters from Charlie's alphabet truck tuck themselves into bed, and every night, just for fun, each one calls out his name. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, Y, Z. But tonight, something is wrong. Who didn't say his name? I skipped one. Did you know what it was? Little X is absent. Little A exclaimed. I'm shocked, said little I. One of Charlie's pencils is gone too. So the X is missing. See all the all the letters are here, but X is missing and there's a pencil missing. This is terrible, little T said. I think little X took a pencil and flew away. But why would he do it? Little D asked. We must go find little X and solve this mystery. Now the ABCs don't really come to life. This book is just pretend, but it's fun to listen to. Charlie's alphabet jumped aboard another pencil and took off across the night sky. Wouldn't it be fun to fly on a pencil? They zoomed over cities, towns, and fields looking for their friend. Stop! Little S shouted. I spy one of Charlie's pencils parked at the castle below. Now you can't see, but in this castle there's a pencil right here inside the yard. It's inside the fort. So they think that might be where X is. When they landed, a heavy door creaked open. In a voice as creaky as the door, a crooked capital I said, Who dares to visit the master's castle in the middle of the night? Brave little B spoke up. We've come to solve a mystery. Have you seen little X? Follow me, Crooked I said. but don't wake the master or you'll be alphabet soup. Charlie's alphabet tiptoed across the floor of the castle library. A gigantic M, look at this big M, like Mike his name starts with, was asleep at a huge table. And much to their surprise, there was little X top dancing a lullaby on a xylophone. Now, xylophone starts with an X, but it doesn't sound like it. It just does. It's just one of those funny rules. But here it is, xylophone, and it starts with an X. And X was playing the xylophone. And M is asleep. Quick as winks, they jumped to the tabletop and hurried over to little X. "We've come to rescue you," little R said. "Let's get out of here. Run!" "I don't want to go," little X said as he continued to dance. "I ran away because Charlie never uses me." A little X is just a worthless letter back home. At least here I have a job. So he was sad because he never got used very much. "I know a secret," little I said. "Charlie wants to give his mother a special present for her birthday tomorrow. He plans to use you more than any of us." Little X was so surprised he stopped dancing on the xylophone. And that's when the giant M awakened. M said, "I see little letters. Fire up the pot, Crooked Eye. It's time for alphabet soup." All of the little letters began to tremble. Do you know what that means? They started shaking because they were scared. Little X knew he had made a terrible mistake running away from his alphabet family. He had to think fast. "Master M," he said, "do you know what M stands for?" Giant M bent down low. "Mad, miserable, monster," he said. "Now get back to work or I'll throw you in the pot too." All those words he said start with an M. Mad, miserable, monster. M also stands for mother, clever little X continued. "Charlie's mother is having a birthday and he needs all of us for her special surprise. You don't want his mother to have an unhappy birthday, do you?" Suddenly, Giant M burst out crying. "I have a mother too," he said, "but I haven't given her a special surprise in so long. We should show our mothers how much we care, no matter how big we grow." See the tears he's making? Big M's crying and he's making tears. It's like raining on the others. Opening the door to his treasure room, Giant M said through his tears, "I want Charlie's mother to have the best birthday ever, so each of you can choose a gift for her. Then you can go home." Which present did each letter choose? Each letter chose something that starts with their letter. For example, the N chose a necklace. The D chose a drum. So if you were here, you could look at all of this and you could see what all the letters chose. Q chose a quilt. Remember when we made a class quilt? Little X invited Crooked Eye and Giant M to the birthday party. And just as the sun was rising, they all blasted off for home on the pencils. Look, even M and I got to go with them. That morning, Charlie helped his dad make a cake. Then he called for his alphabet. Look at the mess they made. Sometimes a mess is fun, isn't it? Working together with their new friends, the letters jumped on the birthday cake and made their very first sentence. It says, "I love you, Mom." And look, they even used the monster M. All the letters were very proud, but little X was the proudest. For the grand finishing touch, Charlie used him 4 times. And do you know why? Because little X is the only letter in the alphabet that stands for kisses. So now the cake says, "I love you, Mom, XXXX," which means kisses. And that's the end. And then if you were here, you could look on the last page, and it has all of the ABCs, except little X is missing because he's on the cake. Okay? I just wanted you to see that, first of all, because little X felt like nobody wanted to see him or use him. And we all know God made us to be used and to be loved no matter what. Now, in your packet today, once we get through, you have, let's see. Oh, here we go. Okay. In there, you have some pretzel sticks. Okay? I want you to take them out and make X's out of them. Don't eat them yet, though. Just make X's out of them. And then also, I want you to write your X's. Then I want you to see if your mom, your dad, your grandma, your aunt, whoever's helping you, see if maybe they can help you make some trail mix. And maybe, like, you can use your pretzels. Count out 10 pretzels and put them in a bowl. And then maybe you can get some marshmallows. Count out 10 marshmallows and put them in that bowl and mix it together. Maybe you can have raisins or M&Ms, but ask whoever you're with if you can have a trail mix. And you can start with your pretzels. So make X's with your pretzels and then see if you can use them to make a trail mix. Maybe raisins, marshmallows, pretzels, M&Ms, Skittles, maybe peanuts, whatever your mom has, if she wants you to. Ask first. Then we're going to go over here and I want to show you something else in your packet. You're going to make an X-ray. So, Miss TaTa gave you a black piece of paper. I sent you a white crayon, and I sent you some Q-tips. What I want you to do is lay your hand down, and if you need help, ask help. And trace your hand. And remember I said an X-ray is something that shows the bones in your hand. So if you want to, you can color your X-ray, or you don't have to. It's up to you. Miss TaTa's doing it really fast. You can do it slower. And then take your Q-tips and glue on there like it's showing the bones inside your hand. I think I sent you enough so that you can put each one on each finger, and then you can put a couple down here. Or you can do it however you want. But it looks like an X-ray, because X-rays are usually black, and you can see the bones show up. That's just how the picture's taken. It's really a neat thing. So that's what all that is for inside your packet. There's a black piece of paper, a white crayon, and there's Q-tips to make the bones. So if you get done and get it colored, send me a picture. I would love to see how hard you're working. I love you, and I'll see you later. Bye.